Yeah. Way up.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it is Friday. What a week. There's a lot of activity this week and a lot of things going on. But guess what? We made it through. And it is also almost
You didn't even say I was on the show, Ange.
Halloween. Hi, Jasmine.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Angela.
I'm looking right at you.
I know, but
you know what it is? I'm so used to talking to you that I don't introduce you every time.
I know. No, you usually
I'm just being normal.
You are being normal.
I'm just being normal.
Happy Friday, Angela.
Happy Friday, Jasmine. I was like, why isn't she saying anything?
I know. I was waiting for you to,
Okay, well, welcome. Jasmine Brand is here.
Thank you. It's
here.
a Friday.
It is a Friday. And we have a lot of fun things that we're going to be doing today. Of course, Fridays also mean it is new music.
Oh, yes.
So we'll be talking to you about new music that's out today. Also, a lot of Yeti. Jeezy finally broke his silence.
Wow.
About him and Jeannie Mai breaking up. You know, he don't be talking about nothing.
I know.
And so, for him to do this and to release a statement, I also kind of felt like it was like, y'all leave her alone.
Yeah.
Because they've been giving Jeannie Mai such a hard time for this breakup.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not easy. Y'all so rude, you know?
Y'all so rude.
For real.
Yeah, it's tough.
Also, Wale. We're going to talk about him during the show because he has a new deal that he signed.
Okay.
Ooh. I really enjoy Wale as an artist. And as a person, he is very funny.
He's passionate too, right?
He's very passionate.
Okay.
But he's also very... I'll tell you a funny story about Wale during the show.
Okay.
About a time that we had to... it was like a virtual appearance together and things went a little left.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you told me this before. Okay, yeah.
So funny.
Okay.
But shout out to Wale. We're glad that you're ready to put out some new music. And of course, let's start with some positivity on this Friday. We're going to need it to make it through the weekend, y'all. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up and shine a light. Who do you want to spread some love and positivity to? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Shine a light next.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here with me.
Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Jasmine Brand. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And it's time to shine a light. This is where we shine a light on somebody who is doing something positive, just showing them some love. And today, I want to shine a light on Rich Paul.
Okay.
You know, he put out his first book, Lucky Me, a memoir of changing the odds. He also is a sports agent. He founded his own Clutch Sports Group. And we all know him as LeBron's agent as well, but also one of his friends. But he's one of the most powerful agents in sports. And now he has a best-selling book.
Nice.
Yes, not a small
Congratulations.
feat. And so he posted on his social media, wow, lucky me. I cannot believe my life story is a New York Times bestseller. Thank you to everyone involved in making this book a reality, especially to my family for allowing me to share these stories. Every experience that I share with you throughout this book made me who I am today and made this story possible. I am living proof that you don't have to finish where you start.
Nice. Congratulations.
All right. So, yes, that's a big deal for him. And in this book, he does talk about his difficult upbringing and everything that he's had to go through and battle through to get to where he is. And so I just want to commend him on that. I know it's not easy for people to tell their stories. You know, Ida Rodriguez's book came out this week, and we talked about that. Legitimate Kid. Britney Spears' memoir is coming out on Tuesday. That's already a bestseller.
Yeah.
Before it's even out, because you already knew what that was going to be.
And Jada's
Clearly,
book.
we know Jada Pinkett's book is out. But, you know, just for people to be able to tell their stories, it's really brave.
Yes, it is.
To do that. So we just want to commend you, Rich Paul. Lucky me. All right. And who do you guys want to shine a light on? Who do you want to spread some positivity to? 800-292-5150 is the number. What's up, Monet? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. I'm here with Jasmine. Who would you like to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my friend. His name is Asaka the Renegade. He's an artist from Detroit, Michigan, and he just had a very bomb concert this past weekend for his Space Tape Deluxe album.
Okay.
It was the best experience. He had it down at Deluxe Plus in Detroit. It was a dope vibe. He had some special guest artists that opened. It was just a dope vibe. So I really wanted to shout him out. He's doing such big things in Detroit. He's definitely going somewhere.
Okay.
Nice.
We love to
What's
hear
his name?
His name is Asaka, A-S-A-K-A.
The Renegade.
Renegade.
Okay.
R-E-N-E-G-A-D-E.
And what's your affiliation with him?
He's just one of my close friends. I'm also an artist too. We kind of grew up together. We were dancers together.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we've been close friends for a long, long time, and I've kind of watched his journey since he started rapping, and I'm just so proud of him just as a friend and just as a fellow artist. Like, he's definitely an inspiration out here to people that's trying to follow their dreams.
Community is so important, too,
that.
just that y'all could uplift each other. Thank you for calling.
Of course, thank you.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on Him. And when we come back, we got your Yeetie, and we're going to talk about Jeezy. He has finally released a statement addressing his divorce from Jeannie Mai, and we'll tell you what he had to say. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Yeetie is next.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee. Oh, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm
Hey, girl.
here.
Make sure you
Hey.
check out the JasmineBrand.com, by the way. A lot of the stories are from the Jasmine Brand.
Yes.
All right, Wale is returning to music, and he has now signed a deal with Def Jam.
Oh.
Yes, he did that deal several months ago, according to sources, but it's been kind of a secret until now.
Okay.
He also did tease, and we talked about this last week, that he's coming back. Remember, we said Falarin back? Well, he is back, and he said there's no potential in a friendship that comes with intentions. And yeah, so congratulations to him, by the way. I think he's a super talented artist.
He is.
And I think he's never gotten everything that he should have.
Okay. So you feel like he's is it underrated or undervalued maybe?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
And just think about the variety of songs that he's been able to do.
He got some He's got some nice features. He's featured on some nice records too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just even songs like Bad or No Hands, like stuff that you're like,
Yeah.
this is Wale.
He got some hits.
And then, you know, you live in D.C.
Yeah,
So I know you like when he does a little go-go influence music.
Yeah, because it makes it like mainstream. When he does go-go, becomes mainstream.
All right. Now let's talk about Jeezy. Jeezy, you know, filed for divorce. Now he said nothing about it until now.
Right.
Finally, he released a statement. In that statement, he said the decision to end this chapter in my life was not made impulsively and comes with a heavy heart. Despite this, my love and respect for Jeannie remains, and the time we spent together holds a cherished place in my heart. Our beautiful daughter is the best gift from our relationship, and I'm committed to assuring she feels the love and stability she deserves during this period. I kindly request that you respect our family's privacy as we focus on healing.
Okay.
Yes, and you know, reports are stating that she was devastated. She did take the Jenkins
Off
of her name.
Yeah.
So even though she tried to work on the relationship, and look, we don't know exactly what happened. People
Right.
were saying it was cultural differences.
You know what? I kind of feel like no one owes us an explanation. But
Right.
when you're so open about your relationship,
People are going to weigh in.
we want to weigh in on what happened when it went wrong. We know what happened when it went good. Why we can't know what happened when it went wrong? It's not our business.
But I also
still.
feel like in time, because sometimes when things are fresh, it's harder to talk about it.
Yeah, and they're both still.
I know when
getting
something
over
just
it.
happens to me, you might start crying while you're talking about
I know
it.
I
You're like,
will.
hold on, I gotta wait until I
Lip,
feel a
lips
little
start
better.
quivering.
And people got a lot of jokes too on social media, and I think
Yeah.
that was good. Like for Jeezy, you know, tell people that's still the mother of your child.
Yep.
That's still somebody that you loved and probably still love in a different type of way.
Yeah.
So you don't want people to say nasty things.
Of course not. But the good thing is they do have a beautiful little girl.
She's so cute.
Yeah, she's a cutie patootie.
All right, Megan Thee Stallion and 1501 Certified Entertainment, they have parted ways.
Okay.
Amicably. You know, they were going back and forth, and the president of the label, Carl Crawford, he and Megan Thee Stallion definitely were very publicly arguing, but
They was
now they've managed to put this matter behind them and move forward with the next chapter of their respective businesses. Carl Crawford says that he does wish Megan the very best in her life and career.
Okay. All right.
You know, it's interesting. When I did my Lip Service live tour and we went in Houston, he was actually the guest.
How was he?
In Houston, he was good.
Okay.
You know, he was funny. And I think here's the problem. Sometimes you sign a deal and then he didn't know where her career was going to go, and neither did she.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, I don't like this deal anymore. Because I think a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah.
I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I signed a deal with a horrible agent.
Right.
And hated it and wanted to get out of it. But I would have had to like fight it out in court. I was like, let me just pay this, get it out the way, get it over with, and not have to stress over it.
Yeah.
And never ever work with that person or speak to him again. And that's what I've done. And he'll be in my book.
Sounds very specific. Sounds personal, Angela.
It is personal, and he will be in my book, and I will let people know, do not work with this fool.
Oh, my gosh.
All right?
Okay.
But shout out to him. But sometimes you do just have to say, all right, let me bite the bullet. Let me finish my obligation in the situation and then move on.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was Yeetie. And also, I just want to make sure that you guys know I'm excited about this. I'll be doing this bowling event for Maimonides Children's Hospital. And that is all going down November 8th from 6 to 9 p.m. Food and beverage are included in your ticket of $100. And all of the proceeds are going towards Maimonides Children's Hospital. Fun fact, that's where I was born. All right. So make sure you go to power1051fm.com/bowl. And that's how you can get all of the information. Maybe you guys are some amazing bowlers. We want to see you out there. Power1051fm.com/bowl. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. And Jasmine, Brian, and I, of course, were together. Yes. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee. So, about last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, I'm here.
And it is time for About Last Night. Now, I want to talk about what we actually did. Okay. It wasn't late at night, but it was more during the day.
Okay.
But we actually have been meaning to do this for quite some time. We went and did makeup classes.
Yes, and this was your idea.
I was, because we walk past this place all the time, Blushington.
Yes.
And so I was like, listen, we pay a lot to get our makeup done. And every time I'm out of town and I have an appearance,
right,
I'm like, I have to get a new makeup artist. But I also was thinking about ways to cut down on costs.
Right.
You know, because it is not a cheap thing to do. So sometimes being able to do things yourself can be really helpful. I'm a very, around the house, figure things out myself, too.
Yes. And you've been saying for a while, Jasmine, we got to figure out how to do our makeup. Just whenever there's an emergency, or like you're saying, whenever we're traveling, we don't have to.
It's also like a way to cut down on costs.
Yeah.
And one day I'm going to learn how to do my own hair.
Okay, here we go.
You know,
you got me to braid a little bit.
Yes, I got you to do that. But I just want to talk about certain things because it was actually a good experience.
It was.
You know, something that I get my makeup done all the time. Why do I not know how to do it myself?
I never pay attention when I'm getting my makeup done. I'm always on my phone working while getting my makeup done. And
it's a luxury, by the way, to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So, you know, just because we're on camera all the time, I don't feel quite right without.
Yeah. And also I'm self-conscious about my face. So.
All right, so let's talk about certain things because there's other things that I always do to try to cut down on costs.
Okay.
One thing that I do is I did buy a coffee machine during the pandemic, and that saves me so much money.
You know what's funny is when we were talking about this, that's the first thing I put on my list, less coffee runs. And, you know, having your own coffee machine. Obviously, you have this DeLonghi here. You have DeLonghi at your house.
Yep. So actually making your own coffee at home, in the long run, after you buy a machine, it might feel like an upfront cost.
Yes.
But in the long run, you're actually saving a lot of money because coffee can be really expensive when you're going to get it every single day.
It adds up.
So imagine now you're saving say $5 or $6 a day. And you can make as much coffee as you want.
This is true. You know what else I started doing? When I'm shopping on Amazon, I'll put something in my cart and I try to let it stay there for 24 hours and I'll come back and see if I really need it.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
And I found this out at Sephora the other day. I was in there buying, I was trying to buy some product for my hair. I bought some pattern gel to put my hair up in a bun. And I didn't realize this, but you can return things within 30 days if you don't like it.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So the woman was telling me, she was like, I hate that I'm saying this on the radio because y'all might, but I'm just, it's the policy. But they said if you don't like something, you have 30 days to return it. So that's just a little fun fact to know because sometimes we buy a product and we hate it.
Yeah.
Or we realize this doesn't really work.
Or it's the wrong shade.
It doesn't
and
really
I just
work
keep
for me.
it, but yeah.
I end up keeping stuff. I'm very bad at returning things, but just making sure that we stay on top of it.
Okay.
But it is a time that we need to buckle down.
Yeah, for sure.
And figure out ways to save money on things that we have going on in our life.
For sure.
You know, even for me, like with clothes, a lot of times I try to figure out ways I can cut a shirt or do something to it so that it's a little different or it fits me differently so I can keep it.
Well, speaking of clothes, I was saying to myself what I need to stop doing is subscribing to these text message sale alerts because I start shopping.
Yeah.
I need
Every time they just say, you're like, I'm going to get on here right now, private pre-sale.
I know.
You're the
I'm
first one to know about it.
I need to unsubscribe to just some of them.
All right. Well, let's all agree to do a little better together. And when we come back, we have Tell Us a Secret. That won't cost you no money. That might actually save you money. If you tell us a secret, it could save you years of therapy.
Yep, for sure.
But 800-292-5150 is a number. This is a safe space. There's no judgment. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here. And again, your secrets are definitely real.
Yeah.
For anybody who thinks they're not.
And safe with us.
Matter of fact, I should start going live as you guys are calling for Tell Us a Secret, so you can hear the things that happen behind the scenes. But 800-292-5150 is a number. Call us up and tell us a secret. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
And up next, we have Tell Us a Secret. These are real stories. I promise y'all, we do not pay no actors to call us up and say the things that they say. Earlier this week, we had somebody who was getting everybody drunk in rehab.
In a sober house, specifically.
But we are not supposed to judge.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
We had another woman who's her ex cheated on her, and she went ahead and had a threesome with his pregnant new girlfriend.
Yeah, plotted to be her friend and then had a threesome with her.
Yeah, so I don't know what y'all be thinking, but let me tell you, I don't want to cross none of y'all that be calling up for Tell Us a Secret.
At all.
800-292-5150 is a number. Call us up right now and tell us a secret. It is no judgment. We want to hear all of your secrets. That's 800-292-5150. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here with me.
Yes.
On a Friday. I feel like y'all tell the best secrets on a Friday as we're getting ready for the weekend.
Okay.
Some of y'all be on Demon Time, so you're going to tell us these secrets on Demon Time. Do you have any secrets you've never told anyone?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't have to.
No hesitation.
I didn't even have to pause for that. Absolutely. What about you? Angela, I'm sure you have some.
I'm trying to think. I feel like the only reason maybe I didn't tell somebody something is because I forgot. Because I be forgetting stuff until something come up. I be like, oh my God.
Yeah, you told me something recently. You were like, I feel like you forgot about it.
Yeah. It don't be on purpose. I feel like I need to make my life more exciting and have more secrets.
I got some crazy stuff.
Yeah, because y'all be having some secrets on y'all.
You got some names on y'all.
Jasmine, go in the other room and call in. 800-292-5150 is a number. Call us up. It's no judgment. Tell us a secret. Hey, anonymous caller. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. It's me and Jasmine. We are ready to hear your secret.
Yes.
Okay, so many years ago,
Many.
when spring break was a thing, you go to Miami, and it's our first time in Miami. So a group of us ladies went down there, and one of the young ladies met up with a random guy that we had literally just met.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe she had a significant other at the time.
Ooh.
But she ended up doing some X-rated things with this gentleman, and I ended up videotaping it.
Oh.
Wow.
But I later destroyed the video because she's married now.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, it was very, very, he couldn't perform with the video camera, so yeah, that's my dirty little secret.
Well, at least she destroyed the footage.
Evidence. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did she ask you to film it?
No, it was just a camera that I had, and I was just like, hey, let me pull this out. And he didn't stop, so I guess it was okay.
How was your directorial skills?
I was on the other bed, so first they started off on the balcony, and then they came in and got on the bed, and then he couldn't perform all the way, so I was just like, it's not going anywhere.
It was a bust. Did that make you want to
Literally.
Did that make you want to be a director one day?
Actually, yes.
You're like, sir, you got to get it up. You're ruining this shot.
Yeah, it was bad. He didn't perform well, and then he ended up getting kicked out, and we went partying after that. Like, whatever.
You got a great story.
I know, that's
Yeah, it's
funny.
a good story.
She was like, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, anonymous caller, tell us a secret.
Hey, so my secret is I really don't want to be friends with this girl I just broke up with for we were dating for 2 years and we broke up, and she wants to remain friends, and I don't want to be friends with her because one, she wants to talk all the time. It's kind of annoying because I don't have the time in the day to talk, and two is I just need my space. Like, we just broke up and I need my space. I don't have the strength in me to deal with what I dealt with when we were dating, and I think I'm in that space. So that's kind of my secret. I just wanted to put that out there and let it out to someone.
Right.
Who broke up with who?
I did. I broke up with her.
Right.
Okay.
And she's still hanging on, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, no judgment, but you're not doing her any favors by continuing to talk to her all the time. It actually would be better for her in the long run when you do be like, all right, gotta go. Boundaries.
But that's the thing, though. I don't even talk to her like that. I think she'll get the hint. She'll hit me and I one-word her. Like,
right.
I don't keep the communication going. Like, she'll hit me, how's your day? I'll respond, good.
One word
She's
answers.
keeping hope alive.
Yeah, she is. I'm still alive.
I'm still alive. Well, thank you for sharing.
No problem. Thank y'all for listening.
All right, bye.
Hey, anonymous caller, tell us a secret.
So, me and my fiance have been together for a while, and we have outside kids, but he has 2 kids that are outside from me, and I kind of have weird feelings and vibes about them, and it's not necessarily the kids, it's more so of the mothers. I don't like the mothers.
Okay. I'm with you. That's a difficult thing, though. When you have a blended family, you got to deal with,
all the pieces.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to accept it and be okay with it. Like I said, it's not the kids, because I love kids. It's literally the mothers.
Right. I mean, I feel like, he should be the one really kind of handling that.
Right.
Which is what I feel, too. But for him, he's more like, how he's dealt with it is he's kind of distanced himself from the mothers and the kids. And I'm like, I wasn't saying distance yourself from your kids because I don't want you to not have that relationship with your kids.
Right.
But his kids are at an age where he could just talk to them. He has to go through the mom to get to them.
Yeah. Right. And he's going to have to face that, unfortunately, And I feel like things like this get better as time goes by. In best case scenarios.
That's what I'm hoping.
Or does she have a man? The baby mama that you don't like?
2 of them do, and 1 doesn't.
How many baby mamas is it? 3?
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like 3.
Okay.
Woo, okay. Well, listen, thank you for sharing. I know you're not alone in that.
At all, yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. Don't let other outside people interfere with your relationship, because sometimes that's people's intention.
Yep.
Oh, I know. It's one of his baby mamas is really messy. Like, he enjoys keeping drama going.
Right.
And I can't stand drama.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah,
either.
the worst thing that you could do to her is be happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Good
I
luck.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. You guys are amazing. All right. No judgment until this hits the Instagram. And then...
Yeah. Lots
then
of
it's
judgment in the
over for you.
comments, yeah.
All right. Well, when we come back, we have a Yeetie. Now, imagine you're dating someone who's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And you feel like, I got to upgrade my life because in case he or she comes over my house, I got to make sure I'm living right up to their standards. We'll tell you who just did that. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Yeetie next.
Got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
What's up, Angela?
What's up, Jasmine Brand? And it's time for Under the Radar. Now, I've been doing some research on some of these stories, right? These are stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. And there's a new study that says that eating just 2 servings of red meat per week is linked to a higher risk of developing diabetes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, just 2 servings of red meat per week. All right.
That's
now,
not a lot at all.
According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, they said that increased intake of red meat could contribute to a 62% increased risk of type 2 diabetes. So they did all this research to find out about this, and I don't eat red meat. I haven't had red meat in 30 years.
Yeah, I don't eat red meat either. I tried when I was pregnant because I had low iron, but yeah, I haven't. I'm not a red meat eater.
All right. Well, according to sources, they're saying that swapping steak for another protein source lowered your risk of type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
Like having some nuts, that is linked to a 30% decreased risk.
Okay.
All right. So they also, according to the study, it also coincides with alarming estimates from experts. They're saying that they project type 2 diabetes to surge by 700%.
Oh, my goodness.
Among young Americans. And that, according to previous research, is because of a poor diet, where you're lacking whole grains or a surplus of processed meats. That's a contributing factor to type 2 diabetes. One thing, though, that is hopeful, new medical research found that AI, artificial intelligence, can detect type 2 diabetes merely by listening to a patient speak for 6 to 10 seconds. And it's an 89% accuracy rate in diagnosis in women and 86% for men.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy with AI? I know people are
Yeah.
scared of AI, but it actually does do a lot, especially in the health field.
Okay.
All right, so that could be something really, really helpful to people. We're gonna sure you know.
We're gonna have robo doctors in the future.
I know. And another thing we want to talk about. I showed you this terminal.
Yes,
but there is a terminal both in Atlanta at the airport and also at LAX.
Okay.
And it's a private terminal that's away from the rest of the where everybody else is in the public.
Okay, regular people.
Right, regular people. You get a private TSA and customs clearance. You get luxury spaces. They have suites in there, and it's called the PS terminal. So in Atlanta and LA, that's available for you. It's quite expensive though, and trust me, we were like, "Oh, this is not bad."
Because hold on, before you say the prices, it had a shower, it had a lounge area. They served things like caviar and like upscale food.
Yes, they had like Reuben sandwiches.
Yeah, they had
cocktails.
You had your own room. You can
a little bubbly.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it has a salon, the private suites, and PS Direct. They'll also have a car that will pick you up and drive you home.
That's a big deal.
You know, after your flight.
Okay.
But just to actually have access is $1,250.
Okay.
And then you have to pay each time you use it per person.
Now that's crazy.
And I think it was like $895 or something like that. Yeah, per person. Yeah. And then to access the private suites, it was like almost $5,000 for a group of 4 each time. So, I know none of us are going to use that, but I just was letting you guys know it's there. And that is under the radar, okay? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And of course, it's a Friday. You know, we got that Way Up mix coming at the top of the hour. Plus, we're going to talk about new music as we do every single Friday. We'll tell you who's releasing albums today. You know, I've always wanted to be a city girl.
Me too.
And they have an album out today. We're going to talk about it. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Way Up mix at the top of the hour.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm not just any brand.
I'm my own brand.
And let's get ready for a Kevin Hart and Chris Rock Headliners documentary. Headliners only.
Okay.
All right. It's the first of its kind. It was a joint comedy tour that they did in July of 2022. And they said they're going to give audiences a behind-the-scenes glimpse into the lives of the 2 comedy titans. Here's the trailer.
This is a story about 2 separate journeys, but somehow align and end up at the same intersection at the top. I said, why don't we do something together? What do you think about doing New York? I'm excited about this week, not just because of the arena factor.
I'm just excited to hang out with you.
That's it.
All right, so Headliners Only is going to be December 12th on Netflix.
It looks good.
If we still have Netflix, because Netflix is yet again raising their prices.
Oh.
They're going to be rolling out price increases for some consumers in the US, in the UK, and in France. It starts on Wednesday. So in the US, the basic plan, which is the lowest tier, will increase from $9.99 to $11.99.
Okay.
And the premium plan, which means Ultra HD on supported devices, and you can download on 6 supported devices at a time, that will go from $19.99 to $22.99. Okay. And the plan with ads will remain the same. So $6.99 and $15.49 with ads.
I feel like they keep going up
all the time.
Enough already.
Yes, please. All right. And speaking of streaming services, you know, Tyler Perry, he has a lot of stuff on BET Plus.
Yes, he does.
Right. He definitely has a lot of shows on there. He's a minority stakeholder in the network and also helped launch BET Plus.
He did, yeah.
He has Sisters, The Oval. He has Ruthless. And he also did bid to purchase BET.
He did.
But he was doing an interview. He was talking to Bloomberg. And in that interview, he said that he was disappointed in the negotiations for purchasing BET.
Okay.
And he thought the way it happened was disrespectful in a lot of ways.
Disrespectful is a strong word.
And when he was asked if he would purchase BET if it became available for purchase again, he said, nah. No, he said no.
I thought he really said
no.
He's such a slicer.
So I don't know what's disrespectful about it.
Yeah,
but
I want. Tell me more, Mr.
Right.
Perry.
Because that was a lot of money on the line.
It
Remember,
was.
Byron Allen was trying to buy it.
Everybody
Diddy was trying to buy it.
Yeah.
Everybody was lining up.
I kind of feel like, I know it's not like this all the time in business, but because he's given so much to BT Plus and has a deal with them and has given so much
They
content.
should have given some preference.
I feel like he should have first right of refusal.
Right of refusal.
Yes.
Like, can you come? But they wanted way too much money.
Yeah.
And I think they overvalued it.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about this Complex article. They did a whole thing on Hype Williams.
Okay.
All right. And all the people that have worked with him, some of his most iconic videos. I remember when I worked with Wu-Tang, he did one of their videos too.
Okay.
And working with him at that time was like $1 million to do a video.
He was and is a legend.
Right. And so Jay-Z actually was interviewed for this article.
Okay.
And he talked about working with Hype Williams on the Can't Knock the Hustle video. And then he talked about doing Big Pimpin' with him.
Okay.
And how they went to Trinidad and they went to Carnival. And, he was like, look, Hype Williams needs to like be there and feel it in order to do something.
Right.
And so Big Pimpin', that video definitely actually took the song to another level.
I remember the
He will
video.
say that because everybody remembers that video.
Yeah. They were all white, I think, right? In one part of the video, I feel like he was wearing all white or something. Anyway, go ahead.
I just remember them pouring champagne. But anyway, one thing he also talked about was Hype Williams. He wanted to do a video with him, and he told him that it was going to be $1.8 million
Wow.
for this video.
Wow.
And he said, I looked at him like, come on, bro. Are you trying to play me? You think I'm dumb? So in order to fit the budget for the video, they had to kind of strip the whole idea down for it. So,
do you remember when seeing videos or videos premiering used to be a huge deal?
Yes.
Now we just watch them on our phones sometimes.
Yeah, now people post it on their page.
Yeah, the end. Remember, it was a big deal.
Yeah, it was.
Not anymore.
Remember, nothing was like Thriller.
Nothing.
I don't think anything could compare to the
No.
rollout of that.
Right.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have new music. It is a Friday, so we'll let you know what new music is out today. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Happy Friday.
Listen, we're going to be talking about Will and Jada for, I feel like...
the rest of the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, Rick Ross is saying that he no longer wants to get married after everything that's been happening with Will and Jada and her talking about their marriage. Here's what he had to say.
At one time, we thought Will Smith and Jada was Shaq and Kobe. Just on some, red carpet, let's get this money type shit. But how Jada Pinkett Smith moving, it don't make you want to really be that close with a woman. It'll really make you reconsider ever being married. Damn, baby, you talking about so much personal business. What's your credit score? What's your beacon score? We don't believe you was worth 50 million. Now, show it to us. Prove it to us. We don't believe this shit. Now show us. We'll go home.
All right, let's talk about it when we come back, because I think having couples goals is a dangerous thing. Couples are never what you think they are. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. We'll discuss.
Back at it. You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're talking about Rick Ross. Now, he went live and made some comments about not wanting to be married. He's reconsidering because of Jada Pinkett Smith.
Okay.
Here's what he had to say.
At one time, we thought Will Smith and Jada was Shaq and Kobe. Just on some, red carpet, let's get this money type shit. But how Jada Pinkett Smith moving, it don't make you want to really be that close with a woman. It'll really make you reconsider ever being married. Damn, baby, you talking about so much personal business. What's your credit score? What's your beacon score? We don't believe you was worth 50 million. Now, show it to us. Prove it to us. We don't believe this shit. Now show us. We'll go home.
This is interesting to me because a lot of people had Will and Jada as couples goals.
Yes.
J. Cole mentioned it in a song.
Yes.
He was that real love.
And then you've seen the clip going around of him like not saying that part anymore.
I want a real love, dark skin and pale look. That nigga toothbrush as a crib look.
I think it's dangerous to have couples goals.
It is.
Sometimes people look at Barack and Michelle and that's their couples goals.
Right.
I feel like every time we put people on a pedestal like that and their relationship on a pedestal, it kind of makes, like Beyonce and Jay-Z, they were couples goals and then
it's just
they
unrealistic.
went through what they went through.
Right.
And you never know. And I will say this too, it seems like Will and Jada are still working on their relationship. And what makes people happy, we can't really define that. Like, even though they were separated, they agreed that they're never going to get divorced. And maybe them being able to see it, I don't know, I guess that works for them. That wouldn't work for me.
Yeah, not me either. But I think what we could do is take certain parts of someone's relationship and make that goals. Like, making money together. Like, that could be couple goals. Like, that part of the relationship that we know about.
Right.
But, it's...
I think sometimes it's hard to work with your significant. It's great when you can, but sometimes things get too personal. I don't want to ever do that again,
You
said, I don't ever want to do that again.
No, I don't.
Let's not take that from couples goals then. I'm trying to think if there's anybody I ever looked at and was like, oh my God, I want that.
You know what's funny? When you first told me that Rick Ross said that when you were reading the story, I was thinking like, he didn't want to get engaged or get married anyway, but he was engaged to Lyric Galore. Remember that?
Oh yes, he was. Remember, he was showing us her in the shower. He was doing. People were like, what is wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
And he also has an issue with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith not having a prenup.
Well, they both got money, so I mean,
right?
They can figure it out.
And just for everybody, if y'all are married and don't have a prenup, you can always get a postnup.
Yeah.
Too.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But if they feel like they're never ever gonna get, because they keep on saying they're not gonna get divorced no matter what,
right?
Then I guess you don't even really need one.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just trying to think if there's anybody I have ever looked at and been like, that's couples goals. Because I feel like everyone we thought we're going to be together forever, we get so surprised when they break up.
Right. I mean, I've seen couples I think are fly on the carpet together. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they look good. You never know
what's going on behind closed doors, everybody. So just focus on your own relationship, okay? And with that being said, we have Ask Ye when we come back. 800-292-5150, where we can actually give you relationship advice. We can't give you relationship goals, but we can give you advice. We can give you business advice, friendship advice, family advice, whatever it is you need help with. We are here for it. Again, that's 800-292-5150. If you can't get through, you can leave a message, and we will still answer your question. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Everybody access. Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. You should know. This is Ask Ye.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
Hey, Angela.
Hey, Jasmine. And it's time for Ask Yee. Now, we have a question from our voicemail. Here it is.
Hey, Angela. This is a two-part question. I would love to hear your advice on this. This is for my upcoming wedding. So, part one. How do I tell some people that I grew up with that I don't want them to be my groomsmen? I mean, obviously they're going to figure out eventually, but do I have that conversation or do I just avoid it? Just because I grew up with them, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm as close with them as I used to be, and there are some people that I've met more recently that I would consider myself closer to now that I would rather be my groomsmen. But I know that egos are fragile and this could be an issue. Part two, if I was invited to someone's wedding, am I obligated to invite them to mine?
All right. Well, as far as choosing your groomsmen, that's whatever you decide you want to do.
Right.
So it's okay if you, and guess what? Sometimes people don't even want to do that.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm like, thank you, Jesus, for not putting me in your wedding. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of money and dedication.
Yeah. Too much commitment.
And it's okay for you to have loyalty to people that you've known from when you were young, but that doesn't mean that you have to be best friends with them still.
Right.
You can still be on good terms, and all of that, but it's your wedding.
And if you feel obligated, maybe have them do something else in the wedding. I don't know what that looks like.
Well, part two, he may not want them to come.
well, that's a whole different story.
But so part two, again, it also depends on the size of your wedding. Is it going to be somewhere? Is it a destination wedding? Sometimes you might have a huge wedding, and if there's like 1,000 people there, somebody might be offended that they're not invited. But if it's a really small wedding and if the budget is tight, it's also worth a conversation to let somebody know, look, unfortunately, like we have a super tight budget, and maybe we can do something, else, like maybe a celebration afterward or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something you can do with your friends that are your childhood friends outside of having them in the wedding. But I think being open and honest is really important.
Yeah.
And people deserve deserve that much respect.
Yeah, but also you can lie and say you're going to have a 1-year anniversary party, and that's when you're going to have everybody, and just never have it.
Yeah, you can always lie. But I think that sometimes we feel like people will be offended. People are more offended when you don't say anything, right? So at least tell them something.
Okay,
at least let them know, look, I want to get married. It's a tough time financially, and they're going to see all your new friends there, but that's fine. And really, it feels like you don't even really want to be cool with these people anymore.
I know, right?
So much. And you don't even want them to come to the wedding. You know,
let alone be in it.
So why drag it out?
Yeah.
And pretend to be friends with people? You don't have to do that to yourself. I've learned that sometimes you have to let people go, and it feels like there's certain people that you're letting go, and you can be cool from a distance, but you don't need them.
And listen,
part of your circle.
This day is about you and your future wife. It's not about anybody else. So you guys should be doing what makes you all happy.
All right. Well, get ready to have a few less friends, but it sounds like you're okay with it. And that is Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message. And of course, when we come back, you guys have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm still here, Angela.
I'm still alive.
I'm still alive.
Yes, girl. And, shout out to everybody who tuned in today. We are actually going to be back on Monday.
Yep. Yes, we are.
And we want to tell you to have a safe weekend. I also am getting ready for my bowling event, Angela Yee and Friends Bowl for a Cause, proceeds benefiting Maimonides Children's Hospital. Jasmine, as a fairly new mother, you know how important a children's hospital is.
Absolutely.
So this is the hospital where I was born.
Oh.
Look how great I turned out.
Okay, all right.
Even though they didn't pay for me.
Your parents didn't pay for
my
you.
parents didn't pay for
they
me.
They didn't give them a bill,
They
though,
paid
right?
for my brother, though, but they never got a bill for me.
2 for
I was
1.
a gift.
Silly.
All right. Well, you guys, that bowling event is November 8th, and it's all for the Maimonides Children's Hospital.
Okay.
All ages are welcome, and you can go to power1051fm.com/bowl for all the info and to get your tickets. And of course, you guys always have the last word. 800-292-5150 is a number. Let's go.
Hey, I have been talking to somebody for almost a month, and I don't speak to him after 8. I mean, he seems genuinely nice, but I know something's not right. He doesn't know that we have a mutual friend, and the mutual friend told me years ago that he's hung up on his baby's mother. That was like 7 years ago, and I'm kind of starting to see it. He says he's a business owner, and I asked him years ago what was his business name. And he kind of brushed past it. He was like, oh, will you want to go out to eat again? I know these are all clear tell signs of he ain't.
Hey, Angela. I have a secret. I am involved with a married guy, and sometimes we do intimate things. He's married with a family, and I have fallen for him. And sometimes we have threesomes, and I get a little, I guess, jealous or whatever. And I just don't know what to do, which way to go, because my feelings are getting stronger.
Hi, my secret is I am a snitch, and I believe in snitching when it comes to murders. You know, you have family members, you have mothers and daughters and fathers that are crying over loved ones lost. I believe it's fair. You know, it is the right thing to do, and I get a lot of slack from that. People say, oh, don't say that. You know, it's not good to be a snitch. In my book, it is good to be a snitch. So my thing is bring back snitches.
It's showtime.
Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now.